There we go, finally. Holy, chat. I knew something was wrong because there was no golf music. I was like, what is going on here? I know, like, dude, this mic, honestly, guys, I'm gonna tell you something funny, okay? So, Cheated Death has had a few mics, obviously, because I played so much video games. So I've had some terrible mics. I'll show you guys, I'll make a short and I'll show you guys one of my mics that I still have, okay? And people always used to say to me, dude, your mic sucks. And yeah, it sucked, guys, because it was like a $10, $15 piece of junk, you know what I mean? You could buy it at like Giant Tiger or something like that, you know what I mean? If you buy a mic and it's from a grocery store where they sell clothes, like cheap clothes for like $10 or $5 or something for a shirt, like, you're not buying a good mic, okay? And that's what I bought. That's what I was stuck with. I was like, well, I got this mic, it works. I always just tell people it works. You know, I don't even think it had any buttons on it, like no volume, like, you know what I mean, chat? You just turn it on, that's it. You have an on and off button. You have two choices. Plug it in, it's on. Take it out, it's off. That's all. So anyways, people always used to say to me, your mic sucks, and I knew it sucked. So then I go and get a new one. It was like a PS Gold Series. It was pretty good, but I mean, it like disintegrated on my head because of like using it for so much, right? And it just started to fall apart, so I had to get rid of that. So then I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get like a really, really decent mic. And I'm like, what's decent? I don't know, this Turtle Beach stuff looks alright, right? But I got like the low-end Turtle Beach stuff, chat. So I got like, I don't know, $130 or $150 mic. Like, it was more expensive than the other ones. I think the PS Gold Series, that was probably the best mic I've used, to be honest. And I think that one was like $100. But I know people have like $600 mics. Some of my friends have them. They have these like crazy, like when we're playing games, chat, they'll tell me which direction the people are coming in. I have no idea. They know exactly where the footsteps are coming from where, especially in these like hardcore first-person shooter, third-person shooter games. But yeah, so I get this mic home, okay, and I'm all excited because I'm like, oh sweet, it's the best mic I've ever had. And like immediately, like, this is one of the nicest gamers I know. He's from Ottawa, Canada. Super nice guy. He's like, dude, I don't want to burst your bubble. I know you're excited, you just got this mic, but I gotta tell you, like, I had a Turtle Beach and I hated it, man. And I was like, you know, it's one of those like sour things, you're excited. But the way he said it, I was like, no worries, bro, because he's so cool about it, right? I'm like, I understand what you're saying. He's like, I hope that you have better luck than me, man. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, you're good. I get it. And then sure enough, chat, he wasn't wrong. Because this thing, like, you'll plug it in. Sometimes it doesn't want to receive the USB, and you got to, like, move. And the USB isn't far. Like, it's not like it's a far distance away, chat. I'm 4 to 10 feet away from this thing. It just doesn't want to register. And then a lot of times it'll do what it just did. Or it'll like crackle. Now part of it is my fault in a way because I would throw my headset down a lot, so the mic got a little bit destroyed as a result of that. But it's always been stupid. It's always been a bad like headset. He was right, is basically what I'm saying, chat. Turtle Beach, low end, don't buy it. I do not endorse that product. It's garbage. It looks cool, it's got some buttons, they don't really do anything. Don't even get it. Buy a PS Gold Series. Save yourself some money. It's a better headset. Or buy something really expensive. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta show you guys this headset because it is literally the biggest piece of junk ever. This other one, not this one. This one looks good, like, and the sound isn't bad. Barbie, you're playing Fortnite right now? Nice. You're liking this season, aren't you, Riley? I noticed you're playing this season a lot more than the other one. I like it too, chat. I like the Star Wars once I got the hang of the Jedi sword kind of deal and the shotgun and all that. I liked it at that point, but definitely this season it is cool. It is cool. Like the bounce is a really fun thing. You made a post? Nice, bro. Very good, very good. I am about halfway done my room, chat. I'm pretty excited. Cheated death. I did all the hard stuff. Decided I'm gonna do the accent walls. So if those of you that don't know what that means in painting terms, it's like you're picking a couple walls to like offset the look of the room and making it a different color essentially. It's kind of cool way of like it breaks up your room and opens it up, and it really like it accentuates that wall and just the whole room in general. Like you could do like some white or like light brown and like a navy blue. It looks really awesome. Also, I've done black before, and I've done black and red together. It looks really good. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do the other walls. I think I'm gonna do them either brown or red, one of the two. Like a light brown, not like a chocolate brown or anything. But yeah, I was thinking white and black, or maybe even red and black. I might do the same color scheme that I did before for another one of my family members. It turned out really cool. It was like, you guys know like Two Face's layer, how it's all black and red? You guys remember that? Obviously, those are his colors and stuff. So that's kind of, I don't know, that might be my theme, black and red in there. It'll be pretty cool, chat, if I do it red. It's just the thing is about red and black, they take so much time, both of them, when you paint. It literally takes so much time. If it's a lighter color, it's way easier, guys. Way easier. Not to mention these old walls. They're all over the place, people. They are all over the place. On the bright side though, guys, I did fix the one side completely. I remudded the whole thing and drywalled it. So the one side is going to be really nice to do. And obviously that's what I've left. So the easy part is to come. That is really, really going to help me out a lot. There was three windows to cut. It was a pain in the butt. Alright, boys. So that will be uploading live or soon. What's up? What's your question, bro? Hey, Lana, how's it going? Welcome back. How are you doing? Okay, it looks like that short is uploaded. If any of you want to see what I'm painting, what I'm doing, check it out. Lana, you might be interested. It's my old living room, and I'm debating on what to do. Like, it's gonna be black, like 3 of the walls. I'm doing like an accent, just to like offset it and open up the room. It's already big, but it's gonna make the room look bigger and seem like very like pop. But I'm gonna do it like either white and black, or red and black, or light brown and black, something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah. If you have any opinions, let me know. I might do it red because I've already done this color scheme and it really does well. Although it's hard to paint. I picked the hardest colors I could do. Yeah, what's up, Bradley? What's your question, dude? Bro, that's a huge part of friendship. And like I said to you, like, what did I say to you right after when you said that? I said I appreciated it. And it takes a lot to like apologize to somebody if you're just like having a bad day. You just like, you didn't do anything serious. Let's be realistic. You were just saying you were angry about something, and it wasn't, you know, I mean, bro, you don't need to worry about that. But that's a big part of friendship, guys. Like in any type of relationship, you have to be accepting of other people's faults and fallacies, like mistakes. Like, we're human. And like I said to you, Ruthless, like, bro, I know I say stuff that's, I'm sure, has angered you, or, you know, like, hasn't sat well. You know, I'm not perfect. I say all kinds of stuff too, right? So I know I make people angry, or I do stuff, maybe like, you know, I make a choice and it doesn't sit well with you or whoever, right? And I mean, everybody does that, right? So I'm sure I've wronged you too, and I probably didn't even say sorry, you know, because I might not even have known, or just like kind of whatever, right? But I'm telling you, I can appreciate somebody who makes a mistake and they're like, hey dude, that was sorry about that, you know. I really, and you were genuine, you know, you weren't just saying it like, oh, sorry, so that way I just, you know, forgive you type thing, you know. That's an important part too. But yeah, of course I still want to be friends, bro. If you know, hey Doyle, how's it going, bro? If you know, like, somebody wrongs you continuously, chat, then you can't really be friends with them if they don't really, you know, because you got to try. Here's the thing, we all make mistakes, obviously, but you got to try and correct them or be better. And then after that, obviously, you're gonna learn from them, right? So it's like the same with me. I lose my cool sometimes. I do some stuff, obviously. I did some stuff yesterday that I was like, oh man, that's regrettable, right? Nice, thanks, bro. Nice. That's where you're gonna stay for sure, for sure. Yeah, I just gotta fix up a few things, but yeah, bro, you definitely can. You definitely can. To be honest with you, Doyle, if you ever did come for like a weekend, I wouldn't want you to come here, because where I live, there's just like, bro, there's nothing. You know what I mean? It's like you'd be like, dude, like, how do you live here? And it's like, you know, it's just where I live. But you know, you gotta almost go somewhere to do something cool. But like, if you ever did come here, Doyle, I would be like, we gotta go to like Niagara Falls or something, you know? That's a fun place. It's a little pricey, you know, it's touristy, it's kind of poopy that way, but you know, it is what it is. It's a fun time. And I'm not a gambler, but if you gamble, there's like casinos and stuff, and obviously you can see the falls. That's pretty cool. Take a picture, you know, whatever. You can do all these like little activities there if you want. But there's also this really cool, like, I'm a nerd and a kid, right? But there's this like place called Hill Street, chat, and you got to look it up. Basically it's almost like if you remember that old movie with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know the town that's like, it's like almost like a cartoon bonkers town. It's like that. Like this, literally this street in Niagara Falls, they turned into like a theme park, like little haunted houses, Ripley's Believe It or Not, all this different stuff, right? So I've been there several times. I did like the 3D things, the Ripley's Believe It or Not. We did the Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I don't think they have that anymore, but it was pretty cool, you know, like they had like John Cena, right? And like an actual John Cena. So I'm standing there, right, chat, and I'm tall. So I'm looking down at John Cena's wax figure, but I'm looking at this man's arms going, oh my god, dude, that's the size of my, it's bigger than my thigh. Like his arms were bigger than my thigh, chat. But it was like a lifelike thing, and they had a bunch of people like Ozzy Osbourne and a bunch of stuff. But one of my favorite things was the Ripley's Believe It or Not. They had this eagle, no joke, chat, probably about 18 feet long, carved when you first walked in there. They also had an Eiffel Tower made out of matchsticks or popsicle sticks. I think matchsticks. But yeah. Ruthless, I don't even know where you live. Ruthless, where do you live in this world? You don't have to tell me, but, you know, if you want to tell me, let me know. Because, like, guys, I don't live super, super far from the United States. I really don't. And I've met people that I've gamed with before. It's not like I haven't, you know? We were going to a football game, and one of our friends from World of Warcraft was like, wait, you're going to downtown Cincinnati? And we were like, yeah, we're going to Cincinnati Bengals and a Chicago Bears game. I'm very tall, sir. I'm above average, I would say. I shouldn't say very tall, because that's a perspective thing. But generally, I'm taller than most people. I'm 6'1". So I'm and I might be shorter than that, chat, because you shrink as you age, and I feel like I'm shorter. You know, I feel like I'm 6 feet tall now. That's what I should probably say. But I'm living in the past, you know, chat. I'm like one of these guys who's like still like, you know, swooning over my championships of like 35,000 years ago, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, good, cheated, you beat some dinosaurs in basketball, good job, bro. But yeah, so this guy had said, wait, you're coming to Cincinnati? I'm gonna be there, tell me the day. And like, this guy just shows up, and he had all this stuff for us. We had gamed with him for a long time, but it was super cool just like meeting him IRL, obviously, and like he just stayed with us, partied. He couldn't go to the game because we didn't have an extra ticket, but he didn't even care. He was like, oh, here, I brought all this stuff, and we were like, oh man. We had, you know, the pre-game tailgate party, went crazy. It was like beautiful 17-degree weather, couldn't ask for more. It was awesome, man. It was really, really cool. Because we had gamed with him for like 2 or 3 years. Okay. Yeah, like, and like I said, Riley, depending on where in the U.S., it's not like, chat, I've been to Arizona, Colorado, Nevada twice, Ohio so many times because my family, Chicago because of my family, Michigan so many times because of several reasons, and family. I'm going back to Michigan very soon. I've also been to Buffalo for a football game, so I've been to New York. I've been to tons of states, man, tons, and I can't even think of a bunch. Pennsylvania, let's say. I love the states, man. I've been to West Virginia. I love those 2 states, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'll look it up, hold on. It doesn't ring a bell. Oh, okay, bro. Right on. Like, honestly, Riley, that's like not crazy far either, bro. It's not even that far, really. I probably was very close to Indiana, chat, when I went very long ago to Chicago. When I was 5 years old, I was the ring bearer in my family's wedding. So yeah, I was in Chicago, and I'll never forget, like, at night looking up at the lights, I was like, oh my god, I'd never seen anything like that, chat. And I mean, like, you know, I'd been to Toronto and stuff like that a lot when I was young, but Chicago was a whole different beast at night. Hey Raymond, how's it going, bro? Welcome back. Everybody sub to Raymond if you haven't, and Raymond, hit everybody up if you haven't hit them up. I know you got a few of these guys already. You got Rogue and Ruthless. Probably Doyle. Actually, probably everybody, but hey, whatever. Hit up Elena. You can You can sub to her. She's up at the top here. Cool young lady. But yeah, I'm just babbling about all the places I've been in the U.S., man. How much I loved it. Been to so many football games, chat. I can tell you about quite a cool one. It was Saturday morning in Michigan, Ann Arbor, and we were in a crowd of 106,000 people, guys. I'm not joking. I've been to several football games, guys, but if you ever want to feel like you were a sardine in a can, you will not feel like more of a sardine unless you're in that type of college football game. Like NFL is like, I don't know how many, 48,000, maybe 38,000, something like that, depending on the stadium. But like Michigan, this was a Wolverine, the blue, go blue. And it was just wild, man. It was really, really wild. When they did the national anthem, with military strategic precision, F-18s, multiple F-18s flew overhead right after the anthem, like just as it ended, guys. Bing, they flew over. And I mean, if you've ever had an F-18 fly over you, that was the first time for me because I live in Canada. That doesn't happen too often, and it actually like moves you because of the speed and velocity and stuff. It's crazy. How far is that from me, Riley? That is a very good question. Like, put it this way, Riley. It's probably around, I would say, 6 hours. That's what my guess would be. It'd be about six-ish hours probably drive, maybe even less. I'm not sure exactly where you're located. I did look, right? Riley, what is Indiana like? I always hear Indiana is boring. Everyone from Indiana always says it's boring. Nothing happens. Is that what you're gonna tell me? But yeah, Doyle, if you ever do come back towards home, let me know, bro. Let me know for sure. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. I mean, keep in mind, Ruthless, all the time, I go 3 hours anyways. And I would have to, because of the lakes, guys, where I live, I'm surrounded by lakes. So generally the drives are much, much longer because of the lakes. So, like, the only way that I can go to the States, chat, is either through New York. You could go north, which is insane. There's no reason to do that. But you could go west. So it's likely that west would be the best way. And that's Michigan, which I already go there, Riley. I drive for 3. It takes me about 4 hours, chat, to get to where I'm going in Michigan. Michigan is a huge state, guys. You could drive like 4 hours north in Michigan, but I'm assuming, Riley, the fastest path towards you would be the I-96 to the I-95, I think. I want to say 95. And you would start traveling towards Chicago, I believe, ish. But yeah, that's the only issue, chat, is there's so many lakes. If you look at a map, there's so many lakes around Canada. It's wild. Like, I can go a couple hours and I'm at, one lake. I'm 10 minutes, I'm at one lake. It's crazy. I'm like an hour away from another lake. All gigantic lakes. I'm not talking about like little backyard stuff. So then when I travel to the States, I have to like travel around those. It's the same thing when I went up north to Sault Ste. Marie, guys. My friend. What's your question, bro? Shoot. It's the same thing when I went up north to see my friend. It was a 9.5 hour drive, chat, Sault Ste. Marie. It was very, very far at the time. And he said to me, oh, you can go through like the United States. It's a lot faster. And I was like, how much faster? And I think he said 3 hours less. So if that gives you an idea. I chose the longer route just to stay in Canada, but you made a post. Can I check it out? Yeah, sure, bro. I'll check it out. I actually don't mind long drives, chat. I did that 9.5 hour drive a couple different times. It's pretty long. I don't think I would want to do any more than 9.5 hours. or 10 hours around there. That's about good enough for me. But I don't mind that long of a trip. I just get a coffee, you know, I start early, wake up at 5 in the morning, get a coffee, you know, go to the bathroom, get something to eat maybe, you know, whether I eat it or not, doesn't matter, at least I have it there with me. Obviously, get on the road with a full tank of gas. If you don't have a full tank, you should already have one, but get your gas before you go out, and yeah. On the road again. I don't know if any of you like going for a drive. I find it quite comforting, to be honest. Something I've done for a long time. Probably wasted hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars in gas just driving. Heck, I used to just drive my truck in the winter, chat, just to have fun. It was a rear wheel little truck. I'd take the sandbags and or sand pails out of the back, so it'd have like no weight. Oh man, that thing was fun. I used to fishtail down the road. It was awesome. Late at night, nobody'd be out, or go to like a big parking lot, and you could just do a bunch of donuts. It was fun. Oh, hey, Rogue, have you checked out my shorts? On the road again. Yeah, I can't wait to get on the road again. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I mean, honestly, it was fitting. That's a good song, too. I don't know who sings that. Maybe like Kenny Rogers or something? I don't even know who sings that. It's catchy, though. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Sorry, Chad, I'm killing it. I'm destroying it, I know. Look what you've done, Riley. The viewers are gone. They all just left, Riley. I just start singing. Hey, if I want to empty out chat, that's a good way to do it. He's ruthless, chat. He's ruthless on Fortnite. He's ruthless in my chat. I like how you put the little musical notes too. Oops. No, you're good. I'm getting a laugh out of it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. And actually, I was lying. Nobody left. One extra person came in. Maybe it's like that's what I need, chat. I need something like barbaric that people will be like, oh my god, what is this guy doing, right? Like, just go live, and like I see these ridiculous people. I see this guy with 1,000 people in there, okay? And I'm in there too, chat, so I'm guilty of this because I'm wondering, what the is this guy doing? He's got a toilet seat. I don't know if you guys have seen this guy. Check him out, okay? I'm promoting him, I guess. But he's got a toilet seat with like this fake poop around the neck of the toilet seat. Like, it's like nothing I've ever seen on YouTube. And then he's like doing this weird like blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't know what he's doing, dude. He's just like repeating words. It's like gibberish. And then he tricked me. And then he literally just sits there and repeats it. It's not on loop either. I thought it was a loop, and I'm sitting there going, oh yeah, this is a loop. And it's like, no, he's like talking to people too. Yeah, you're right, bro. Face cam is huge. Face cam, I think, is huge for a couple reasons. And then the costume is a great idea. Random things when you die. The facial expressions, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want you guys to see my facial expressions when certain things happen. Hey, Doyle, like yesterday, can you imagine my face yesterday? But I am gonna get a face cam eventually, just because you kind of need it if you're really doing it. But I'm not gonna really set anything up until I get this stupid room done. But honestly, it's pretty good shape. Like, I got the hard part done, basically. I just gotta like give it a good little roll. Now people are leaving. Probably. I stopped singing, bro. That's why. We need a new song, chat. That's when people will leave. I'll have like 5, 6 people, you know the norm, right? The boys. And then you guys will see my face and be like, oh, God, that's what you look like? Okay, see ya. That's why I put a picture of when I was young, you know? I was more like a grape. Now I'm like a raisin, chat. That's what happens. You lose the moisture and you just shrivel up. That's why old people have like hands like they look like they've been in the shower for like 8 hours. They weren't in the shower, chat. That's just like literally the water evaporating from your skin, turning you into a dust, essentially. Yeah. And then I got some of you guys talking about dinosaurs, reminding me of this. And I'm like, trust me, bro. I know. Yeah, no worries. They're leaving because you're ruthless. Ruthless the Roaster Riley. There you go. I think it's funny how you changed your name, too. You were like, "Yup, no more the Gifted Bestie." Like, I liked the Gifted Bestie, bro. That was a really good nickname. It just had a nice ring to it. Very unique, too. It's very creative. And then this guy's like, "Nah, I'm ruthless from now on, bud." Okay. How much of my coffee do I have left, chat? Absolutely nothing. That is a tragedy. A tragedy. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure today, Ruthless. I'm not too sure. Probably like it's right now. It's 1 Eastern. Probably like around 4, I would say, something like that. I want to get this black completely like to where I'm happy with it. It is almost there. And then obviously I gotta kind of wash my brush out and then get into that red or brown, whatever I'm picking. Probably red, I think. But yeah, I want to get a little bit of this done. It won't take a lot of time, but I do want to get a little bit of it started. It's just nice to see it going. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever had a project that you kind of put on the back burner. You know, you were like procrastinating, like, yeah, I'll do it. And I had this chat where it was like basically done. And then I procrastinated so much and I did not like can my paints properly. I should know better, obviously. But I just thought, oh, like, because if you just put plastic on a can of paint and like wrap it up, it's fine. But you can't leave it like that. It'll go like, it'll spoil. But I have paint, I'm not kidding, chat, that is 15 years old. And I have it, like, I've had a lid on it and stuff, and it's still fine. Like, it's still usable. It's not even bad. But my other paint was gone, and then I was like, oh, man, now what do I do? Kind of my plan had to change. And then I was like, you know what? I have that black. I'm like, that's kind of crazy to use that. But I was like, you know what? Like, I want this room to, like, pop. I want people to, like, I don't want it to be, like, plain Jane. Like, I could have went a light color and just made it easy. I would have been already done the room probably. The black is taking me forever. But yeah, thank you, Ruthless. I appreciate it. I'm just chilling. Like, I don't know. You guys, you know, don't feel compelled to stay around or anything. I'm just, you know, I was having my coffee. I was going to start stream a little bit earlier, but I started painting, like, pretty much right away because I just wanted to finish where I was at. And I didn't finish yesterday because real life stuff came crashing down on me. So I got to move some stuff around in that stupid room too. I started making it like a little bit of a storage room. So I'm going to move some stuff out of there, clean her all up, make it so I can actually work easily. And yeah. Yeah, so a few hours, but I will play with you for sure. No questions. I'll play with all y'all. Play with Raymond again. Those are some good games, Raymond. We got a lot of wins. We got 3 wins in a row, chat. Me, Ruthless, and Ray. Hey, Ruthless, Ray, and Cheesy cheated. Ruthless was on the pump. Raymond is just an all-around great player, but I noticed, Raymond, you're a good shooter from far, bro. What were you using? The heck's it called? The Spire? That's what I figure you're using, because, like, a lot of times I notice from far, like, either you'd be cooking, or, like, I would cook them, and then they'd die. And I was like, oh, okay, that was obviously Ray, because I'd kind of look over, and, like, you know, I know how people play, and, like, just, like... Ruthless is a shotgun handgun guy. That's what he does. Oh, DMR. Okay. Yeah, Spire. I use the Spire a lot. I like the DMR, but I just find if you're like against the Spire, unless it's like a real long distance, like don't get me wrong, some people with the DMR, it's better than the Spire, I think, just based off the damage. But yeah, right on, bro. You're shooting good from far, man, for sure. For sure. I like shooting from far, chat. I will fight in close too, but I just find in close there's so much more of a chance of getting like smacked by 2 people, or you know. I know the Spire is ridiculous. Like that assault rifle in close is so good, especially for jumpers. Like I think that's honestly better than a shotgun in a way, depending on how you play. But that Spire rifle, that's what I get all my kills with, I swear. I wonder if I could check, because I guarantee the Spire is my most kills, no question about it. It just it leaves you in a good position, right? And it's got no recoil, you're right. It's literally got 0 recoil, it's just do, a little bit up. And it's like, yeah, okay. No scope, but it doesn't even really need it. You know, you can kind of blind fire. Oh, and it's got 50 rounds. And the Mythic or whatever has 55. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? That's the one thing I don't really understand about that gun. Is it's so good and it has a 50 round clip. Like, I mean, it's awesome. I'm not complaining. That's why I use it. But that just doesn't really, for me, balance out to, like, other guns that have, like, way smaller clips. You know, like, how many people do you see using, like, an SMG, chat, like, consistently? You know, it's got 20 round clip. It's garbage. Like, it's decent and close, but, like, I don't see many people using those things unless it's like a has-to situation. You have nothing else. You're just going to use it, obviously. But I think that's one thing they could change. Take that SMG and make it a little bit more viable to use. But that's just me. But I totally agree with that. Spire is... baddie gun. They always, all these games, guys, always have a meta. There's always 1 or 2 metas. Meta shotgun, meta long range, whatever. That's why I usually watch some streamers, because I want to see what they're using, because sometimes they are using a different weapon than me, and it's actually like the best weapon of the season, let's say. Call of Duty was like that too. Call of Duty changed it, and the reason why they would do that in a way, Call of Duty in that respect, was they would put out these overpowered guns, chat, and these like skin bundles, and then you'd get killed by it, right? And you're like, what the frick just killed me? And then you see the gun and you're like, oh, okay, that's a skin, like $15 or $20 or something for the skin bundle. And then you go buy it. So for like two months or a month or whatever, maybe 3 months, I don't know. It's awesome. Like it has 0 recoil. It crushes everybody. And then they bring a patch in, they change it, and then now that gun is obsolete. You don't even want to use it ever again. And Call of Duty did that to me one time with this really nice like burst rifle. I loved it. I was having so much fun with it, and it was never like very good again afterwards. And you know, I got jammed. I had the skin. The skin was cool, but I was like, yep, Call of Duty, you are never getting my money out of for a gun, because it was like 2 or 3 months, you know. And then I could just use like a loadout that was like literally whatever default loadout that was better than this gun that I bought. But when I bought it, it was so overpowered, chat. I would just destroy people. It was a single shot, but you could switch it into burst. What's up, bro? What's y'all's favorite game you've ever played? Ever. If you gotta name a couple or a few, go ahead. Because I know it's tough to pinpoint one. Yeah. That's 100% right, Raymond. They overload your system with too much crap. Like the downloads are, there's never a bigger download than Call of Duty, chat. Like Call of Duty might as well take up half your systems. It's barbaric how much they take up, and it is a cash grab. That's why all these free games, bro, they just make money off these microtransactions, and it's like, I wonder, like, how do you give away a really good game, like Fortnite, for example? How do you give that away for free? It just doesn't make sense. But they're making just so much money off all these skins, they're just probably laughing. They're like, it's better for us to get people into our game for free, and then eventually they will buy something on their birthdays or on Christmas, or, you know what I mean? Like, when they get some money, they're going to go and buy a card, so that's fine. And then over time, they're going to buy, like, 50 cards, which obviously is much more than a $100 game, so... You're ruthless Aspire Master? I had a nickname growing up, chat. I had a lot of nicknames, to be honest. But unfortunately, I cannot tell you them. It's nothing dangerous, don't worry. It's nothing, obscene or anything like that. It's just, it's all to do with my last name, so, yeah. Well, they're all to do with my last name, Riley. So, my last name, I'll be honest with you guys, chat. My last name is very unique, okay? So, like, if my name was, like, John Smith or something, I wouldn't care, I'd be like, oh, my nickname's Smitty. And you could be like, oh, okay, you're John Smith. I could lie to you guys and say that, but I'm not going to. I have a very unique last name, we'll say. Like, there's only one of me. There's only one of me, chat. Whereas, like, let's say if you Googled somebody, right? You could Google Riley, let's say, I don't know, let's say your name is Riley Smith. There's probably like 1,000 Riley Smiths, Like, Smith is one of the most common names in the English language. And as I've stated to you, chat, I am not from England or of UK descent. I'm from Southern Europe. Right. Did some farm work on my family's land long ago, chat. Very long ago. And it was funny because a lot of people have predispositions about people, right? So when I got to Europe, they were confused. They didn't think I was their family because I wasn't overweight. They assumed everybody in North America. And secondly, first of all, they would call me American. They would not regard me as a Canadian. They think North America is all one, okay? A lot of them. Some of them are ignorant, right? Maybe you can convince me to tell you. I mean, maybe. But yeah, as I was saying, they thought I would be overweight for some reason. They were under this because, in the movies and they see the fast food and, it's a lot of this is just what you see on TV and that's what you think is accurate, A lot of people don't read books or actually, like, invest any time into looking at what they're talking about. But yeah, they were like, what? You're, like, not, like, overweight and fat and stuff? And I was like, what? And at the time, chat, I was, like, like I was an athlete, you know, and I was like, oh, let's go play some sports. Like, what do you mean I'm overweight? I'm gonna crush you guys. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? Welcome back. Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna crush you guys. So we play sports, and then they saw that, like, obviously I wasn't, you know, what they had their preconceived notion was of me was false. But yeah, a lot of people like think like that, you know. So when I was toiling in the fields, chat, some people would walk by and be like, wait a minute, I have to see this with my own eyes. The Westerners in the fields picking potatoes. I was like, hell yeah, I'm picking potatoes. I was earning people's respect, chat, and I was also eating those potatoes, so I didn't mind picking them. There's something cool about picking your own food. It was my aunt and uncle's food, but there's something cool about it. Oh, Noah's watching with you. You got screen shared? Excellent. Excellent. Hello, Noah. How was Noah? How was church? I heard you went to Christian church, Noah. That's great. My mom also went to church. She loves it. People that go to church, chat, they love it. They love it. Some churches are pretty cool too, chat. I was lucky I saw a bunch of cool ones in Europe when I was there. I'll just be right back right now. Cool. No problem. So what's going on with all you guys today? Are you guys going to be playing... Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for showing them. Are you guys going to play some Mario Party? Like, what's on the agenda with you? Maybe some Mario Kart World? Hey Maddie, if you want to see my paint job, go check out my short. Toss me a like. Chat, I'm telling you, it's gonna look cool. I know some people are like red and black. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, thank you. I know red and black seems odd, chat, but it's gonna look awesome. What's up, McClary? So McClary, you're a bigger sweat than Raymond, apparently, because Raymond's dripping sweat, chat. I know sweaty players when I play with them. Raymond is like, you know, he's looking at that screen, monitor or TV, whatever he's looking at, like 2 feet away. Okay, chat, I promise you. You know, like these old grannies who can't see and they try and get closer and closer to the windshield. Oh, thank you so much, Maddie. I will play Mario Party with you guys. I promise. I promise. But yeah, Raymond is like one of these old ladies, like, you know, and I play like this too, chat. There's nothing against him. I'm like in an uncomfortable position so I can get closer to the screen because I think it's going to help me, and it doesn't really help you. It's just you're literally contorting your body in a weird position. But yeah, you're sweaty, and you're way sweatier by far. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I look forward to playing with you. I'm gonna play in probably a few hours here, guys. And we should play, McClary, if you can. I know Ruthless wants to play, and probably Raymond will play again too. We played a lot of games last night, guys. Oh, you play away from the TV on your bed? What? What? On your bed? That's tough, dude. I used to play video games, chat, for a long time on my bed on my laptop, and then I had to stop because my laptop was getting really, really hot, you know? Like, really, like, it was... I was worried about that thing catching on fire. Usually play builds. Oh, your aim is extremely good. Oh, okay. Right on. I mean, like, McClary, if you want to play a couple games of builds, I will. You're probably going to hear me complain, because I'll be like, oh, he was one shot and he's building. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve about that. But I'll definitely play it. Like, I'm not, you know, I'm not one of these people who's like, I won't play that. Guys, I suck, you know? I can shoot. I'm not bad at shooting, but, like, when you take that extra build into it, it literally makes it, like, just a layer of confusion, and it gives you a propensity to get more confused. Whereas, like, if you play it every day, like, if I never played ZB and I only played build, I'd probably hate ZB because I'd be so good at build. I'd go to ZB and I'd be like, but I want to build. That's like a lot of players that I played with initially. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, like it's like this, bro. McClary, do you play on controller or do you play keyboard and mouse? Because I find that's a big differentiation in, like, let's say, ability to do it. Or even, let's say, if you play on controller, do you play modded controller? Because that gives you extra buttons, and I think, honestly, extra buttons. Oh, you play controller? Okay, I'm surprised. Oh, right on. That's cool. I mean, you don't play modded? Yeah, I mean, if you want to give me some advice sometime, sure, no problem, bro. I'm totally open to advice. But yeah, it's just one of those things, like, the only time that I would play build chat is when one of my friend's kids would want to 1v1 me. He'd always want to 1v1 me in red versus blue, and we just kind of mess around, you know? But I have played quite a few times, and the issue for me too is, like, when I play build, let's say I play build by myself, my opponents are, like, weak. I've played with other players, and, like, they're good. They'll be like, oh, let's play ranked, and I'm like, oh, whatever, you know, I'm just going with the flow type thing. And then next thing I know, I'm in here with these, like, Bob the Builders building a skyscraper above me, you know, boxing me in and editing me out. That's what I always say. And you guys play build, so you know what I'm talking about. You literally just, like, school people. You pick your points, you know what I mean? If you're in trouble, you can get out of there. Whereas for me, it's like, I'm just lost. You don't play modded though? Yeah. The only modded controller I have now is Switch 2, but I don't even have it modded. You said good? That's great. Oh, chat, at least it's not as hot as it was yesterday. What's up, Rogue? Welcome back. It was ferociously hot yesterday, guys. Like, ferocious. But it's those thunderstorms come, and, like, with that heat, like, that thunderstorm comes that heat, that thickness, and then once it's gone, it, like, dissipates. It's back to normal. It's crazy. I don't think it helps either that we've had these, like, smog from all the smoke, or the fires and smoke and everything. I don't think that helps. Super Mario Party Jamboree. You know what, Riley? What sucks? I had that game, and I might have played it once. I just didn't have anyone to play with, and I thought, like, oh, I'm gonna play with these people. Like, I had a group of people that I would play Mario Party with a little bit on their N64 a lot too. And then I was like, oh, I'll bring it over, and then we kind of disconnected. They moved away, unfortunately, and I never even ended up playing it. And then I'm pretty sure that's one of the games that I had just sold, because, like, I bought like 6 games at one time for $120 off this, like, cowboy out in the freaking middle of nowhere. I was like, where am I even going? There's, like, beer cans in the back of this truck. I'm like, am I gonna get robbed? Like, this is a weird place. And sure enough, this guy comes out with cowboy boots and a hat. I'm like, okay, young dude. And he's like, oh, you know, like, do you want to, he's like, oh, do you want to buy all these games? Like, and I'll reduce the price. And I was like, and I said no, but I took, like, a bunch of them. And it was, like, 6 games or 7 games for $120, chat. And you guys know Switch games. Those are expensive. So then I had, like, Jamboree, Super Smash Bros. Like, they were all expensive, too. I'm not even sure if I have the Mario Party anymore, but, like, Ruthless, tell me this. If I buy, like, I have the Switch, obviously. If I get the expansion pack, you can play, yeah, they're like $70, exactly. Well, and it depends, Raymond, because I'm in Canada, right? So if you ever hear me talking money, I'm generally talking Canadian money, which versus American money, it's quite a big difference, too. It's like 30 cents on a dollar. It's crazy. But they're very expensive games, bro. They're super expensive. I know, $80. I know. And like, think about this, chat. The Nintendo Pro, like Switch Pro controller, was $110 Canadian plus tax, and we pay 15% or 14% tax. So add another $15 onto that 100, guys. That's $125 for a controller. Like, it's crazy how much the games have gone up because of like inflation and all this other junk. But like, Ruthless, if I have the expansion pack, I can play Mario Party with you guys, right? We can just go on one of the Mario parties. That's what I used to do that before. I would even put in one of my games. Maybe they're the old ones. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll get that, bro. Within a week, guys, I promise I'll get that, and we'll play it together. We'll definitely do some stuff, because I'm gonna get it anyways, guys, for Zelda. I keep hearing about how much better it plays out, the graphics quality, etc. I've heard enough. I love those two games. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are amazing games. Some of the best. Those are the best games on Nintendo Switch, hands down. There's not even a question. But yeah, $80 for Mario Kart World, chat. And that's American she's talking. So for us, like for me, that's like over $100 for that game. I have streamed Roblox, Clary. I can. I mean, like, it'll bring in some new viewers, you know? Blocks Fruits. What do you mean he's probably not, bro? That game is grindy, very. Are you talking about Zelda? Did you play Zelda, Raymond? Noah's playing Roblox right now? Right on. Oh, okay. What do you mean it's insanely grindy though? Like what do you mean? Oh, you haven't played Zelda yet? Okay, if you have a Switch, Raymond, I highly recommend it. Breath of the Wild is an excellent game. Tears of the Kingdom is better. I don't know, guys. Like, some grindy games I enjoy. Like, you guys would be surprised. I've played some games that I don't think you guys would grind to what I grinded to. Like World of Warcraft. You know, if any of you guys have ever played World of Warcraft, like, I had max levels of Shaman, Warlock, Mage multiple times. I played Mage probably 4 times. Rogue, Death Knight. Like, you don't even know, guys. Very fun game. Get the viewer count up. That's cool. I'll try it out, bro. I'll try anything out, and anything in the stream world out. I don't know. Mario Party 3, yeah, that's a classic. You can't go, like, the thing is, every time they got better, probably, right? They brought new games. Like, 1 versus 3 is probably like ridiculous, the difference. But yeah, I highly recommend Zelda, guys. If you like open world, if you like puzzles, if you like big boss fights, if you like a very grindy game, like insanely grindy game, you guys like that? Yeah, Zelda is your game, I promise you. If you have a Switch, it's so good. Like, even to just go around, there's 120 shrines that you can open up and find, like, out in the world. They're not just like on the map, you just gotta find where they are. And then you do them, you gotta kind of figure them out. Some will be combat skills, so like you have to fight these things. They'll give you like a stick to start out with, and you gotta fight through these guys with a stick and figure out how to negotiate it. But some of them are just like thinking things, where like you have to use the powers that you have to put them together or something. You know, it's super cool, man. I haven't played it in a while. I played it when it first came out. I played Breath of the Wild, not when it first came out, but Tears of the Kingdom right when it came out. And Tears of the Kingdom is wild because you can literally build vehicles, airplanes, like all kinds of different things, and like fly them around. And then once you build it, if you're really happy with the outcome, you can save that build. And then as long as you have the materials in the future, you can just instant press a button and you build that whatever you built before. So it's like a blueprint. It's a very, very cool thing they put in the game. And so like it's a huge open world, and I'd just like build like a little helicopter kind of thing, and I would just fly around the world, bro. Like literally, oh, there's one of those shrines. Okay, I'll land over here. Bing. It was awesome. Cool boss fights at the end for sure. There is some hard stuff in it. To get Majora's Mask in Tears it wasn't super hard, but it wasn't easy. We'll say that. But yeah, I had 120 plus hours, probably 150 hours in Tears, just to give you an idea how grindy and how good of a game it was. I didn't need to play it that long, guys, but I enjoyed it so much that I was doing a bunch of shrines. I got 100 of them done out of 120, guys. So I really, really enjoyed that aspect of the game. The puzzles were fun. They were well thought out. Okay, Rogue, take care, bro. Thanks for dropping in. But yeah, I'll definitely give Roblox a go. I kind of was going to. Like, I did promise some people I was going to play, like, Slap Fight or something. One of my viewers wanted me to play. I just never ended up doing it. I think it's still on my, should be still on my system. Should still be on my system, guys. I think. Okay, Riley. Attaboy. But yeah, hopefully everybody's having a good day. Hopefully the weather's a little bit better than what it is here. She is overcast. It was raining earlier. It's not raining now. I don't know, chat. Maybe I'll try out Roblox on the weekend, see how it does. Because the thing is, guys, if you do something on the weekday, like, I don't know, it's like, it's not going to pop the way the weekend does. It's just not going to. So if I really want to see how it does, I think probably, like, give it a reasonable go Friday night or Saturday night and see. I think you guys are right. I think it would do well. Bring some new people. That's the thing. Anytime I do a new game, like I do Days Gone, and I get new people. I did, like, Destiny. I got a few new people. Oh, thanks, Ruthless. I appreciate it, bro. W's. Let's see. It makes a big difference. If people like it right away, guys, it'll actually get some views. If people don't, and I mean, I had one short just now. It got likes, but it just didn't get hardly any views. So, it is what it is. But I haven't posted shorts in a really long time either. So that isn't gonna help. That's cool though. It's nice of Maddie to comment. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. He's on the floor sitting. He's a wild one. Is he wearing a cowboy hat today? That's the question. And now I always wonder, is he rocking the cowboy hat today? Hey, do you guys know each other outside? I always wanted to ask you this, but I didn't want to, like, get too personal. You don't have to answer, but do you guys know each other outside of this stream? I feel like you two do. Ruthless and Maddie, I feel like you do. Because I'm pretty sure you both said the same state. But yeah, I do always wonder if he's wearing a cowboy hat. It makes me laugh, dude. It actually makes me laugh. Every time I just think of him in a cowboy hat, I'm like, this is awesome. Oh, okay, fair enough. See, the reason why I asked is obviously because I didn't know prior, but I'm pretty sure you guys both said that same place. But anyways, and you guys are just tight, you know what I mean? You guys are really, really close friends, so I just figured, yeah, that's probably like, you know, you guys went to school or something like that. I'm still friends, chat, with people I went to high school with. Isn't that crazy? Like, that's crazy, man. Over 30 years. Not all of them, obviously, but I still got a few friends from back in the day. Yes, when dinosaurs were roaming around the earth, chat. That's crazy? I know. That's great, Maddie. That's great. Well, you know, like, it's tough because sometimes people get families, you know what I mean? They become busy. They go away to school, like move away or for work or whatever reason. But you know, like, it's funny because some of my friends, they'll move like across country, right? Like one of my friends moved like way ways, but we still stay in touch. And one of my cousins moved to the other side of the country, but like we still stay in touch. We're still tight. It's funny, me and my cousin chat, we won't talk for like months and months, right? And then he'll call me, and like the other day I talked to him for like 4.5 hours. I was like, dude, like this is insane. And it wasn't boring, you know, like, you know, you're close with somebody when you can talk to them for that long and it's not like a boring conversation. I looked at it and I was like, we've been talking that long? What? We just kept talking afterwards too. I don't think we ended the conversation with, both of us. That's awesome though. It's good to have tight people in your life like that. Really, really cool friends. Oh, that's pretty cute of him to say that. W Noah. You guys have been together for a year, Maddie, right? That's a long time, guys. A year is a very long time, people. Yeah? Okay, good for you guys. That's a long time, chat. Gotta give people credit where it's due. People like quit so quickly and stuff. You know, you quit so quickly, you get into a little argument or fight, and somebody gets mad, says something, and then it's like, yeah, see ya. But yeah, good for you guys, man. W Ruthless, W Noah, W Maddie, W all you viewers, guys. You guys are awesome. You know what my friend said? I gotta tell you guys this. This is funny, okay? My friend was like, so wait, so you have this golf loading screen, and people just come in there to say hello to you. She's like baffled. I'm like, yeah, and I was just laughing. She's like, I don't get it. What? And you know, it's funny, chat, because like sometimes you don't really realize or appreciate what you have. Like, you know, you'll always kind of look at the short end of the stick, or like the half empty glass or something, like I do. I'm kind of pessimistic and negative. But like, honestly, like when she said that, I was like kind of thinking, I was like, that is kind of crazy. Like, there is quite a few people that literally just pop in and they're like, what's up? And they'll just give me a few hours because they know I'm just grinding at this. And it's like, trust me, chat, you can only play video games so much, or do anything before it's gonna like start to agitate you or like aggravate you. Streaming for like 8 hours is not playing video games for 8 hours. Sometimes it doesn't feel like much, but answering a lot of questions, and then obviously like not dealing with everyone, because like there's a group where it's like, you guys never really bother me ever. But yeah, there's like, you know, you guys know how the internet world is. There's all these little people that are trying to get you angry all the time. You're about to post about Noah? Okay, well, let me know when you do, Maddie. We'll go check it out. I'll go comment on it. This is making me feel title card. Yeah, honestly, bro, it gets a little bit, you know, touchy, okay? McClary, have you ever heard the story of why my name is Cheated Death X2? You want to get touchy-feely, bro, there. We get deep in this place. kidding. Yeah, I always say I'm trying to not make it like a after school special, so people feel like, you know, invincible. Okay. Gotcha. Are you saying GoldenEye? Is that the Invincible reference? Invincible. Chat, that's one of my favorite games. GoldenEye 007 for N64, even though I did not have it as a kid. I wanted it really badly. But I did not have it, unfortunately. My friends did, though, luckily, so I got to play it a lot. Yeah. Alright, let's see the post. Sub to him. I can't sub to him again, but I would. I mean, I guess I could. I'll go on my tablet and I'll sub to him. Fine. You twisted my arm, Maddie. There you go, Maddie. Since you hit me up and you commented, what else can I do for you and Noah? Raymond, how many subs do you have, bro? 4 subs? Not bad. So Raymond or McClary, which one of you guys said that you used to stream? Why did you discontinue? Why don't you stream anymore? Don't tell me you guys lost your account. A lot of people have come in here, chat, and said they had 500-600 more subscribers. Okay, why don't you stream anymore? I gotta know. But you know, they told me these horror stories about like they had all these subs and they lost their account. That's why I'm a little bit paranoid about certain things on here, guys. I don't want to be one of them. Literal horror stories. And like even one game, like I'll give you guys an example of one game that was I had to start muting everybody, and this was like a month and a half, 2 months ago. It was forever ago. It was a Saturday night, and I was playing with squads, and one of the younger, like nobody else had a mic but one of the people, and he was just unruly. He was super unruly, and he was like, he wanted like all the loot, like all the medallions and all the guns and everything. He starts yelling at the people like on stream, guys, like yelling at them, I want this, give me that, cheated, tell them to give me that. I'm like, dude, you can't yell at everybody, like, bro. So yeah, some more stuff ensued. I won't get into it, but needless to say, I can't play with that player ever again, and I had to change some things. And that was before I even realized, like, hey, somebody could just be a hater, like be mad, and they could just jump in your thing. And like one of my things is like no racism, because there's a lot of people, like, you know, of all kinds of ethnicities that come in here. I got a guy from, you know, kid from Norway. There's a guy from Kuwait who was born in Pakistan, you know. So there's a bunch of different people. There's a ton of African Americans or whoever come in here. So like one of my things is like zero racism. So like if somebody was to come on mic and just say anything racist, I was like everything there has gone down the drain, right? And luckily nobody has, because I've already went in the thing, chat, and I made it so like you can't say certain words, obviously, like the normal, you know, easy ones I put there. So your account got blocked from signing back in on a new phone. That can happen? Oh man, that's what I'm talking about, guys. I don't like, how do they allow this stuff? I hope you didn't have too many subs, Raymond, and I'm sure that it probably discouraged you from wanting to do it again. That's the way I think at it, you know. That's the way I think about a chat. If I was to get shut down, let's say, or I lost my account, I don't think I would start over again and try and, you know, I'd start over, but I'd just kind of putter around. I'd do like a little video or something. Like I would lose my zest, bro. I'd lose my enthusiasm. I really would. He's posted some more pics of Noah. Let's see him. Let's see him. There he is, the dapper young man. That cowboy hat. Alright, I'm liking that. Noah's got a lot of games there. Look at his little game setup, chat. How many games does he have, Maddie? Those are good pictures, though, Maddie. That's great. He has a lot of games, though. Unless those are movies, but they look like games to me. Oh, they're books. Oh, okay. Okay. Avid reader. I didn't know he was a reader. Chat, readers are leaders. I don't know if you know that, but they are. I can't read books too much anymore, guys. I get tired. It sucks. I used to be a big reader when I was younger. Especially when I was a young kid, man. I used to go to this thing called a library. I know most of you have never heard of that. That's my joke of the day. I mean, I guess Raymond might have heard of it, and McClary, maybe. You guys strike me as a bit older. I don't know. What's up, Kid Chaos? You know of those? Yeah. A library. Have you ever heard of that, Kid Chaos? I mean, chat, they still have them in the world. It's just not something that people frequent. But when I was a kid, obviously, if you had a project for school, that was where you were going to go. I'm not sure what Berserk manga is. What is that? Is that a graphic novel? Oh, comic book, basically? Okay. Fair enough. You know what? Honestly, I call them comic books too, but I know some people take it seriously and they're like, bro, it's a graphic novel. So I try and be respectful of those individuals. But yeah, right on. Simple terms. I gotcha. I was never a big comic book guy. I really wasn't. I liked them because I was always into like Wolverine, X-Men, like all that type of stuff. Just like, you know, all Superman, Batman, all that stuff. But I was not into, like, I was not a kid who's gonna grab a bunch of comic books and stuff, but a bunch of my buddies had them and they were pretty cool. And I mean, I regret not buying them and just like putting them in a box away, chat, because you know a lot of those obviously worth a bunch of money. Oh, okay, fair enough. But yeah, I do. One thing I've always liked is the artwork in comic books, even more than the story. Just the drawings are amazing, dude. I want to see what Berserk manga is. I'll be right back, guys. I like Googling stuff sometimes. Oh, that's an expensive book, bro. That ain't cheap. Oh, the collection is... Whew. Bro. Those aren't cheap, dude. $62 on Amazon? What the hell? That must be good, dude. They can't. Nobody's gonna buy that if it's not good. Oh, it's got a 4.9, chat. 4.8 on Goodreads. 7,856 people voted, so it's not like 10 people voted. Yeah, dude. Even the cover looks pretty cool, chat. Alright, let's see some of this stuff. Alright, we have Asian writing. It's in English, though. Interesting. Is that Japanese or is that Korean? I can never tell the differentiation between the two, chat. I mean, I guess it could be potentially Chinese, but I don't think it is. I'm not that privy to languages. But I do know that it's like not like Thai or Laos or Vietnamese or anything like that. It's Japanese. Okay, fair. It's a bit graphic. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they are very expensive, good sir. Like, that's expensive. Like, the collection was $800. $60 a book. 65. But yeah, hey, if you like them, bro, that's cool. And honestly, that strikes me as something that would be worth money one day anyways, because you buy it for a lot, take good care of it, put it away, chat. Don't let water or anything get to it, you know? And one day you can sell those if you want. And chances are you probably won't. It'll be like, you know, a nostalgic. You'll look back on it. You'll still read them. You'll enjoy them. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff like that, bro. I have a bunch of stuff, chat. I have Contra for the NES. That is one of my favorite old things. I even have some of my old like G.I. Joes that I had as a kid. That was my thing when I was younger, chat. I had like that old boat. I wish I would have kept that. It's worth $600 or more in the box. Of course, I destroyed it. I had fun with it though. I also had the chopper back in the day. I was a bit of an army kid, I guess. But yeah, that's funny because it's like they're actually worth money now. You know, like little G.I. Joe chat that I had from 1987, Storm Shadow, is worth like $100 or something. And I mean, like, guys, that was like probably a $5 G.I. Joe or something. I don't know. I you know, I could sell it obviously, but I don't know. I just like it. It's one of the few things that I kept from when I was a kid, really. It's like one of my Metallica shirts, chat. I didn't even know it was worth money. I just wore it because I bought it in high school, and it was like, you know, because after 20 years it becomes like vintage, they say. So it was a 25-year-old shirt, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, that shirt's worth a lot of money," and I was like, "What?" I didn't even know. I was just wearing it like it's a normal shirt. "Oh yeah, you could sell that for like $150 American." I was like, "What?" I still wear it though. I didn't sell it. I don't know. I like the shirt. I bought it. Hey Maxie, welcome back. Everybody, sub to Maxie. Maxie's cool as hell. How you doing, bro? Yeah, Ruthless. I will be playing at 4 o'clock. I couldn't see your message, Ruthless. Well, I could see it, but I couldn't see the number. Yeah, I'll be playing at 4 o'clock. 2 hours. But yeah, Raymond, that's one place I would love to go and chat. I would love to go to Japan. I don't know why. I'm just drawn there. I'm drawn to England and Japan. Those are two places. I guess Australia would be another, but particularly England and Japan. I don't know why, but I just want to go there. Oh, thanks, Kid Chaos. I appreciate that, bro. Honestly, that might get me some subs. Who knows? You probably got about 1 million people on your Snapchat. I have Snapchat, but I have like very little people. I have like only a few people, literally like 3. one of them's my friend's girlfriend. You know, I don't even talk to her unless like she posts a picture of them together, and then I'll just be like, oh, you guys look great or something, you know. Thanks, dude. Yeah, hey, that's the goal, chat. 1K subs. But you know, like, I'm not in any rush either. If I get that in like 3 years, that's great. You know, that's like, I don't know. I see a lot of people who have done YouTube for a very long time, and you know, just sometimes it takes, well, a lot of times it takes just patience, time, consistent effort, I guess. But oh, you're doing your game reveal tomorrow? Yeah, for sure, bro. Come back in and let me know. I'll check it out. I'll comment. I'll do all that jazz. You know me. But yeah, that's exciting. Do you already have the game, or is it coming tomorrow? Are you playing the game prior and getting good at it? Because that's one thing I always think I should do versus streaming, and then I'll just stream. Like Days Gone, I just streamed it, and I think I made a mistake. I should have probably played that and learned it a little bit before I because the second time around when I did it on hard, I was insane. I was really, really good, except for the last day that I played it. The last day my aim was barbarically poor, but every other day it was like crushing everything. And if you guys haven't seen Days Gone, it's a pretty cool game. Try it out, man. It's a zombie survival. Some of the hordes are like, they're between 50 to 2 or 300, and then there's one horde that's 500 deep. Like, you gotta kill 500 of these guys. It's awesome. So many different weapons to use. You can slow down time as well. It's almost like the Matrix. Very, very cool game. Another streamer, Tripman Gaming, was doing that. And yeah, I was watching him play. Pardon me, because he comes in and watches me play. And then he was recommending it, so. You have it? Okay, cool. Are you playing it then? Are you trying it? Or are you just like, you're just gonna do it like, you know, fresh run, this is your first time touching it, and then you're streaming or videoing, whatever you're doing it, however. Oh, okay, you're not playing it until Halloween. I got you. Halloween is like, what, 6 months away probably? Maybe more. Or maybe even less. Maybe 4. Or nah, not 4. It's gotta be 5, 6. And what do we got? July, August, September, October, 5, 4. 4.5. Halloween is a cool holiday, chat. I love Halloween. It's a fun time. Maybe I'll dress up on Halloween and do a Halloween stream with a costume. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, honestly, Fortnite's the best and the worst community, in my opinion. It's like, literally, you will find the best people in Fortnite, or you'll find the worst people, in my opinion. And I don't have a lot of experience, but that's just from very little streaming that I've done. They're the coolest ones, and then it's like the ones who will literally come in and be like, hey, can I play? Hey, can I play? You're like, dude. We have a streamer kind of joke going on, chat. What they do is they say, I'll type it in chat. And it's just funny, guys, because, like, you know, I get the perspective of it, right? Some people just want to play. That's all they want to do. But, you know, generally speaking, if you want, like, somebody to come to your beckoning call, it's usually pretty good if you sauce them up a little bit. Like, you don't gotta tell me I'm a great person or, you know, anything like that. Just say hello to me. Ask me how my day is, and then I'll probably play with you. And I mean, you know what's funny, chat, is I play with people who say, hey, can I play? And they just say that. My friend was like, "You cater too much," and I was like, that's actually a good point. I do that, and people come to expect it. Cheated Riley, and you got a dub today? What? Of course, Riley always gets dubs. So Riley's probably sitting on a crown. He's probably like etching to get another crown win. I think Riley's at like 7 or 8 crown wins, chat. And what's funny is he's level like 28 now. He's level 30. He's like a casual with like more crown wins than most people that like I have. Put it this way, chat. I think we're about even, and I'm a level 103. So yeah. He doesn't even play a lot, and he just wins. It's the same with Elliot, though. Elliot is a little beast. He wins a lot, too. He's probably... I'd like to see Elliot's win percentage. It would probably make me laugh. But that's awesome. Congrats, guys. If you want to play, I'm going to play in 2 hours, Maxi. If you want to, hop in and play, you're more than welcome to, man. Let us know. Let the boys know. We'll get a squad going together. We had some good squads. We had some good trios going yesterday. We got 3 wins in a row. The day before we got 6 wins in a row. So we've been rolling teams, man. And then it's funny because like I'm like, oh, just have fun. But we win so much, guys. It makes me want to win, and it makes me overly competitive. It's silly because I should be happy that we're winning so much, but then I'm like, it's weird because I'm like, oh, we always win, and then sometimes like we don't, and in my head I'm like thinking to myself, but we always win. It's like I'm like a little kid. I'm like this like old little kid, chat, angry about losing in Fortnite because you guys carry me so frequently. I'm like, why can't they just carry me every game? Yeah. If you feel like playing, bro, stop in. Obviously, I'll have to stop this stream. That's the only problem with streaming off my PS5, guys. I can't just switch games. It's kind of weird. You have to be playing a game to stream from your PS5. Probably when I get this room set up, I will change all that, and I'll actually get a capture card and do it through OBS. That way I can do everything in 4K. It'll be all really good quality, and yeah. Let's say even if I'm playing with you guys, Ruthless, and we're playing Mario Party or something like that, I can still stream that as well if I do it off my computer in an OBS card. Whereas, like, of course, like, when I had the 37 kill game on my Switch 2, I didn't stream it. I could have, but I just was like, whatever, I wasn't thinking I was gonna have 37 kills, obviously, guys. I would have just streamed it, but I could have done it off my phone. But it'd just be way more convenient if I could just do it straight from OBS. Yeah, I leave it on golf, okay? So, Raymond, I know this is going to sound weird, okay? I wanted to do, like, an AFK stream where, like, if people... Because some people just come in my stream and they just want to say hello, or they just want to get a couple subs, which I don't care. That's the whole point of this channel, guys. Like, come in, do that, whatever. But, like, I just wanted to do some AFK streams where... and do golf, right? Because I don't play golf. Like, I'm not actually doing it, but... Oddly enough, chat, it was the most views I've ever had in a short period of time, because a lot of people, I guess, on the weekend want to watch golf or do something like that. And then because I got 569 views on this golf stream of literally this, just AFK, it created this crazy like snowball effect for my impressions. I got 8,000 impressions on my next stream and 30,000 impressions on another stream. So it seems odd that it's golf and I'm not playing, but oddly enough, people come in here, a lot of people, you'd be surprised. So I'm not even playing anything. My plan was to go back into my other room, and to paint, and then I was just gonna frequently come back, like, every so often come back in here and say hello to everybody and whatever. That was kind of my plan. But I haven't. I've actually been sitting here enjoying the conversations with y'all. But yeah, that's what I was. That was my kind of plan that I was gonna do. But yeah, feel free to come back in 2 hours, bro. Don't feel obligated to hang out. I'm gonna play in 2 hours. You'll see the stream. It'll be Fortnite or whatever. But yeah, don't feel obligated to hang out. It's just I'm just trying to, steal some watch hours. You need 3,000. It's insane, and it's not just watch hours. Like all your shorts and all that don't count for it. Unfortunately, it's valid watch hours. So I'm at like 1,600 and something. I'm over halfway. But it's definitely a grind. I still need 500 subs, of course, but I'm getting there. So, yeah. What did I see, chat? I was at like, what, 375? I'm so close to 400 now. It's crazy. Crazy. But it's super helpful. Like, you plugging me on your thing, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. I have some other streamers who literally mention me and post all the time for me. So, okay. What are you playing? Are you playing Fortnite? Okay, grow garden. I see. The last time I grew a garden, chat, was in Lego Fortnite. I don't know if you guys ever tried Lego Fortnite. It's pretty cool. It could be better. It could definitely be better, but it's okay for what it is, You basically had to like build a bunch of stuff to upgrade to build more stuff and whatnot. They could have put some cooler bosses in it. That would have made it more fun, but I don't know. I think they just probably felt like they invested enough time or energy or money into it. Maxie, how many subs are you at now? 185. Let's go. You're almost at the 2 as well. That's exciting, bro. Well done. You got any new videos or anything? Not 2 weeks ago. Bro, you got tons of views on your stuff. Look at this, like 210 a month ago. That's awesome. And these are short, but that's smart because you get like little amounts of time, but this is gonna add up. Like that 12-minute, and you got 193 views on it. That's actually really good time. This is what I need to do, actually. And your covers are really good, too, by the way. I like this Predator Hunting Grounds. Like, I don't know if that happened by accident or if you meant that, but that's so cool. I know, this song's cool. Like, I know, it's pretty chill. A lot of people have actually said that, to be honest. It's actually kind of funny. It's like, when I was asking people, why would 569 people come into a golf AFK stream? Like, why? And I don't even think I was there, guys. Like, I wasn't even talking to people, unfortunately. I think it was overnight that I did it, if I recall correctly. But yeah, some people actually said that. They were like, I think it's like ASMR type music. People just like it. It's chill. I was like, maybe, I guess. I still don't see it, but okay. Meanwhile, I'm like trying my heart out at a Fortnite stream, guys, and I'll have like, I don't know, 85 views or something, 100 views, which is great. But it doesn't correlate that I have an AFK golf stream. It's like almost a tongue twister, chat. But yeah, and it does that well. But yeah, I guess people like golf though. That's the thing. Maybe I should try golf, chat. That's what the sign is telling me. Alright, y'all, chill, do whatever you want. I'm gonna go paint some stuff. Like golf, main sport, basketball? Okay, okay. Yeah, I was a hoopster when I was a kid, guys. That was my favorite sport. I did play baseball and hockey. I enjoyed tons of sports. I played soccer. I was terrible at it. But yeah, I loved tons of sports. I also played golf a little bit, but that was another one that was like, it was tough. Golf is a hard sport to get into, and you know, you gotta kind of. At the time, I was like young. I didn't have a vehicle, so like carrying my clubs down the street to the, you know, I did have a golf course that I could go to, but you know, carrying the clubs to the golf course was kind of weird. I kind of wish I could have just left my clubs there somehow. Leave them in the bush, chat. Just go and get them, throw some plastic on them or some in my bag. But yeah, so I didn't play as much as I should have. But I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go do some painting, get this room kind of in shape. Hey, what's up? I'm back, bro. Where you gotta go? No problem, man. Don't sweat it. Oh, I appreciate it, Maxie. Yeah, sorry guys. I am just finished off the black. The black is done. Completely done. And that is an annoying color to cut on an old ceiling and windows, chat. You want to go too far in, and then you just make more and more mistakes as you go. But it's pretty straight. It's about as straight as she's gonna be from my hand. So you can play Fortnite now. Nice, nice. All right, I'm gonna be playing in. Oh, right. Of course, I open up the window, chat. It's a little bit too windy. Start sending everything I have flying. The pop can goes flying. But yeah, I'll be playing in probably like an hour 20 minutes. That's what I was saying. So yeah, I'll play in a bit. If you can play in an hour and 20 minutes, you can run some games. If not, I totally understand. We'll do it again on a different day. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, chat, and I'm just trying to figure out what color I want to do this. Ultimately, I was gonna do it red, I said, but I put the red on there, and I don't know if it's the paint has changed a little bit of the color from what it was, I think, because it's so old. But I wasn't feeling it, man. I put it on the wall, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Well, I was still considering it, but then I got a different color, like a light kind of beigey color, and I threw that on the wall, and that works a lot better, so that's what I'm going to use. I think white would be awesome too, just flat white on black. But yeah, I'm going to try and get a little bit more of this done. Get a couple more things painted off. I won't be able to finish it off, obviously, but I would like to get the majority of it kind of banged out today. What's up, Ruthless? Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I would like to get the majority of it banged out, and then if I could just kind of roll it, and then clean it on the weekend and start moving my stuff in, chat, I will be excited. That will be exciting for me. I can get my stereo hooked up again because I didn't want to reset up my surround sound speakers. I had them all set up already, so I got those up already. I'll have to buy new cords, but that's what it is. Hey Maggie, what's up? Exactly. I know. I'm pretty devious, I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, like, if it wasn't working, Maggie, I really wouldn't do it. I just really wouldn't do it, but it's like actually working. People like just chilling here for whatever reason. There's like a big group of friends, and they just come hang out. Like, some of them play Mario Party together, so they'll literally use my stream like as like kind of a communication device to like let each other know when they're going to the bathroom or whatever, because they can't talk on the Switch or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of funny how it works. But yeah, welcome back. How's your streams going? I caught a couple of them. How's work? How's life? And you don't need to apologize. Life is busy. Life is busy. I'm painting at the moment, actually. Awesome, congratulations on that. That's excellent. Yeah, work is so much. That's how it is, right? Like, full-time jobs take so many hours a week, and let's face it, people, it takes a lot physically out of you and mentally as well. You're like exhausted, and then now to like do like a part-time thing on the side, I don't know. I think I'd rather just chill. You know, I think I'd rather just chill. It's tough. Like, I hear you though. But I've seen you stream like probably every 3 days, so that's pretty good. And your streams are very long, right? And it's a lot of work with the way that you do it. You set everything up. You know, like you got like probably like, I don't know, 24 to 30 people in there. But yeah, all you guys, sub to Maggie-O and check her out. She does giveaways. She does all kinds of stuff. She is an awesome streamer. But yeah, we've had some good games, Maggie. We won 3 in a row with viewers yesterday. We won 6 in a row the day before, so we've been on fire. Almost won 7 too. It was my fault. I failed. But I know you're the best. Come on now. But yeah, guys, check her out. Honestly, every time that she does a stream, basically, you just have to like put the notifications on, because she doesn't stream every day. She works a lot. She streams probably every 3 days, always on the weekends. But she does big giveaways, and they're pretty fun. You get involved in it. You can do like costume parties. All you guys in here play Fortnite. I know you do. But she does like for the more competitive people like Kid Chaos and Raymond. You guys would really love this. She does like these custom games, and then you get in. You guys could be a duo or whatever. I was gonna ask you, Maggie. So are those games, like, are they pre-made teams? They must be, right? And then you just get random, like there's a bunch of random teams, obviously, with whoever. But yeah, that Berserk game is going to be peak. Nice, nice. How much does a Berserk game cost? Is it the typical? Way too much money? But yeah, chat, I will be playing Fortnite in 1 hour and 10 minutes. We can all play. Maggie, if you're around in an hour, join us. Get in some games. That'd be fun. We got some good players, honestly. There's some really cracked players that come in here. It's funny. But I'll be right back. I'm gonna try and see if I can get some of this painting done. If you guys want to check out the room I'm doing, go check out my short. It's like a quarter done, halfway done. Probably more than half, considering it's less of the room but more work because it was black in all the windows. But anyways, painter's demise. Yo, what's up, Rogue? I paint awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. What's up, Leandro? How you doing, bro? Haven't seen you in a quick minute. Make sure you guys sub to Leandro. Leandro, hit everybody up if you haven't already. How you been? Yeah, now I'm back for... I cut it in once, so I'm happy, chat. It's just a quick little cut. But yeah, it's looking good. I'm glad I did the brown over the red. I think it's gonna look better. Honestly, I think white would have been really good too, and I might change it still. If I don't like it, I can easily change it. It's not a big deal. But yeah, it's looking pretty sharp, to be honest, I think. Thanks, Maxie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I went with black, you know. Yeah, you can play Fortnite. I'm going to play in about a half an hour, Leandro. What was I going to say? But yeah, I went with the black, just, you know, kind of something different. You know, not like the everyday normal stuff. And I could have made it a lot easier, guys, by not doing it black, obviously, or dark color. Darker are always harder. If you ever paint anything, it makes it harder on you exponentially. But yeah, it's coming along, bro. I'm pretty pumped because I haven't used that living room in a while. Like, I had an accident in there, and I just was like, I fixed most of it, guys, but then I got a little bit frustrated because, like, once you start putting paint on stuff, you can see all the... Yeah, I can't right now. I will in a half an hour, bro. But, like, once you put paint on stuff, you can see all the little imperfections, and then I was kind of like, dang, now I gotta, you know, I want to fix this, I want to fix that. And like with older houses, I probably should have just taken all the old plaster down and put all new drywall up if I wanted it to be really mint. You know, you gotta accept what you have. If it's an old house, you know, then you got old walls. That's what it is. Won't let you play Fortnite. Oh, okay. Cheated. What is my favorite place? My favorite travel place to go? Oh, what a great question, Maxie. So I have my favorite place ever that I've traveled is gotta be southern Croatia. My parents are from Croatia, so I went back there to visit my family, and my dad took me down to a really cool place where they filmed Game of Thrones. I can't remember what the place is called. Like, it's Dubrovnik, right? The place in Croatia, but King's Landing. King's Landing is where they filmed where I'm talking about. But that's my favorite place I've been. I've also had some really good trips. I did a whitewater rafting Grand Canyon trip. That was like 7 days in the Grand Canyon. That was a lot of fun too. So those would be my two favorite trips, I guess, man. A lot of fun. Maxie, do you have a favorite place that you've traveled or been? Or chat, do you guys have a favorite place? Has anyone been somewhere cool? I know traveling's expensive, not everybody can do it. I encourage any people to do it if you can, because it's a really life-altering experience. Cheated in that pic. Who is that girl next to me? That is one of my childhood friends, Leandro. That pic is probably 30 some years old. Okay. Yeah, that's Maxie, that's all right. Hey, you know, make that one of your goals, man, you know? All right, Maxie, but where would you go if you could go anywhere? How about that question? Because, like, I get it. Some people are young. Other people, like, you might have a family and you just can't travel, man. It's just, even if you have the money, you have a family. It's impossible. So, you know, I always encourage people when you're young, like 20 years old, let's say, go out and see the world, man, if you can. It's really, really fun. It changed my life at 22 years old. I got to travel a lot. I was fortunate. And then, like, one of my trips, I was really lucky. I didn't pay for, and then it really opened up my eyes to like how big the world was. Hop in a plane, you're traveling like 600 miles an hour at I don't know how many thousand feet in the air, and you fly across the Atlantic for 8 hours, and then I'd arrive in like Austria near Germany, and I'd be like, what the hell? Okay, Japan. Okay, that's cool. That's on my bucket list. I don't know if I'd ever go there though. The reason being is just that flight kills me. Like the long flight, 8 hours is like long enough in a plane for me, bro. And then Japan is like probably 20 hours. Pardon me. Not to mention, sorry guys, I'm still not feeling well. Not to mention, I would have to travel to the far west, I'm sure, to fly to Japan as well. So I'd have a couple connecting flights there too. It wouldn't just be, hop in a flight. And if I lived in British Columbia, for example, Chad, or San Francisco, then it's a lot easier to go across the Pacific Ocean to Australia, Thailand or whatever. Yeah, long trip for sure. I have some friends that have done those trips, Australia and such. Also, one of my friends is Vietnamese, so he would go home to see his family. That's a very long flight as well. So yeah, if you decide to go to some place like that in the Far East, yeah, you're gonna be either sitting in an airport. But I can tell you one thing, Maxi. The worst experience that I ever had traveling and chat was I was in an airplane, an airport, or a car for over 24 hours. So imagine that, Maxi. Imagine that. Between delays, because chat, if you've ever taken a flight, it's not always on time. In fact, they're usually not on time, I find. So then you sit there, and then sometimes there's some sort of problem with the fuel or something else, and then they might hand you a little card and say, here, it's 4 hours from you now, here's a little food card. Yeah, here's a little food card. Go, like, it's $25 off or something off the meal. Go eat something. And you're like, That happened to me in Austria, chat. We had a 4-hour delay. So it's an extra 4 hours. And Maxi, that's not even the time that I'm talking about, that 4 hours. What had happened, chat, it was super annoying actually, the whole story. But what had happened was there was some delays, there were some problems. There was also construction when I did finally arrive back in Canada. I flew into Toronto, and then at the time I was living like 3 hours away from Toronto. So I still had to drive 3 hours after flying across the Atlantic in 3 different planes. I think we flew to Ireland and then flew home from Ireland. I don't know. Anyways, chat, it was a mess, and my sister was giving me a ride, and I was like, listen, don't worry about all my stuff at your house, like, just make sure you have my keys, She picks me up, she's like, I'm sorry, I forgot your keys. I'm like, And there was all this construction downtown Toronto, and if you guys have ever seen or know downtown Toronto, and just Toronto in general, it is an absolute gong show. Like, it is craziness. There's 5 million people that live there, chat. 5 million. It's craziness. I think Japan would be so cool for a variety of reasons, Leandro. I think, like, the samurai aspect really has always interested me. I've always thought they were pretty cool. But I just think, honestly, their culture. I don't know if I would like their food. Not sure if I would like their food. Yeah, I understand you wish to go there. Yeah, I don't know, like, they seem strict too. They're not, like, I know they're more open to tattoos and stuff like that, but I know they do frown upon tattoos in some respects. They see it as, like, you're like a criminal, right, because of the culture and whatnot. And I have a lot of, like, I can't really hide my tattoos on a hot day. I'd have to wear a long sleeve shirt. So that might be an issue there. I've heard they don't really care for tattoos. And then on top of that, anytime you're in a foreign country, chat, you got to kind of be careful. You got to, walk on eggshells, man, because you're in somebody else's home, and you should respect, their laws and all that jazz. I can tell you from experience, people will look at you right away and say, "Where are you from?" I used to get it in Europe all the time. Even when I went to Las Vegas, chat, and we would go shopping, people, like the people selling stuff, would say, "Are you Canadian or Australian?" They would know right away, I guess, based off the way I look. And maybe my ex, I don't know. The way we would look. We were either Australian or Canadian. We got it like all day long shopping. It was funny. I guess you can spot a tourist from a mile away, people. But yeah, Maxie, I've done some cool things, bro. I've seen David Copperfield and Chris Angel, the magicians. I saw them in Las Vegas. I also saw a bunch of Cirque du Soleils. They were really, really cool. Many of you probably have not heard of Cirque du Soleil, but it's like basically gymnastics type, like strength conditioning, like expose of like just insane feats of strength and just like death-defying things where in some of the shows, chat, they actually pass away, like they actually unfortunately die because some of the things they're doing are so dangerous. They don't even use a net in some cases. Sometimes they do, but they in some cases don't use nets. So if you're falling from 90 feet, chances are you're not going to be making that drop. But yeah, you should see what they would do, chat. It was unlike anything I could ever explain to you. Like, I'll give you one example, okay, chat? There was this guy who was about 6'7", about, I would say, 350 pounds or more, pure muscle somehow, and he could literally hold another man, Superman, by his hands. The other guy was obviously incredibly strong, really, really strong guy, not nearly as big, but this guy, I promise you, chat, he could hold the man outstretched, like his body straight, and just hold him, like 200-pound man, like nothing. And so weird, too, like, if you guys know what I mean, like, if you've ever held, like, a sledgehammer, let's say, or something heavy, right, try and hold it outstretched. It's very, very difficult. It's easy if it's in close to your arm, but outstretched it's ridiculous strength, okay? And this man could hold another man by his hands, and the guy was Supermaning, and just go in a circle and do it. Like, it was just, I don't know, bro. Like, Korean had good food, okay. Vegas had some good food, chat. I went to Gordon Ramsay's hamburger joint. That was quite an experience. I'm pretty sure it was an expensive hamburger, like $40 or $30 or something, but that was a good hamburger. Interesting though. Korean is good too. I like the Korean food store. It's the best. It's got the best food. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I know Gordon Ramsay, blah blah blah, donkey and all this, but I was in Vegas, chat, and he has like, you know, all these restaurants. I don't know, but a lot of them are fancy. I did go to one fancy place, but I'm not the type of person. I'm not going to go out to a fancy place every single time, you know? Like, I'm good with like a McDonald's hamburger sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm fine. Very modest person. But I saw the Gordon Ramsay thing in Planet Hollywood, and I was like, you know what, you want to go there? And the girl I was with at the time was like, yeah, let's do it. And we went. It was good hamburgers. It was good food. Expensive though. You know, you pay for that name. Yeah. There. Look who pipes in. You know what? I eat a hamburger, and you know what I like more from McDonald's Hawk is their freaking Coke. I'm a fiend of their Coke. I don't know what it is about McDonald's Coke, chat, but they got it. They got something going on. Yeah, you're good, Maxie. Take care. Thanks for hopping in. What's up, Mr. Hawk? Everybody sub to Hawk. He's a chef. And he's got rabbits, and he's got toy cars, he's got all kinds of stuff. He's a cool guy usually, I don't know. But I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about him because he's like American, you know, he's probably got that Boston accent, so. Some of you will like him, some of you, I don't know, you know. People from Boston are just fighters. You guys just want to fight. What's up with that? It's like Philadelphia. Is there just areas where the water is different, Hawk? But what's up? I forgot about the obligatory Hawk takes me back to like 1992, chat, when they had this commercial and it was about like this dudes that would call people and they'd be like, "What's up?" And like, if your friends weren't doing that, I don't know who your friends were, bro. America. America. Yeah, like that's what I mean, America. With that devil sign. I've always done that sign, chat, and I never knew that it was like some sort of like devil thing. Like that was way later. People told me, "You know, you're doing the devil thing," and I was like, "What?" Just like it was like a rock thing, I thought. Definitely something in the water. It's like that, Hawk. It's like that, dude. Because where I live, like a lot of the places where I've lived, chat, are very peaceful communities. For a lot of my life, the doors, my neighbors' doors, they'd be open. Okay, that was a very, very normal thing to leave your doors open. Now, probably not so much. There's like a little bit of drugs here and there, and druggies, they might walk in your house. It actually happened to me one night. I'll tell you the story if you want to hear about it. Anyways, but for a long time, it was like, you know, very, very safe. But it depends on where you live, because when my mom moved away, that was in an area called Rexdale, Etobicoke, which is just outside of Toronto, and it's not a very nice place. So when I would go down there and visit with my mom, obviously stay there, it was a very, very different pace, very different lifestyle, different demographic of people, you know. Everything was different, chat. Everything. But a lot more people. And when you have a lot more people, you're going to just have, like, more crazy people, more nice people, more everything. Do I watch NBA or NFL? I watch more NFL than NBA. I used to be a big NBA watcher. I used to watch NBA when, like, Reggie Miller was hitting every single three-pointer he put up. You know what I mean? I would watch, like, Sean Kemp dunking all the time, you know, Michael Jordan, of course, Scottie Pippen, you know, but, like, you know, Patrick Ewing was dominating, Hakeem Olajuwon. That's when I used to watch basketball. It was a little bit different. But not that I don't like basketball now. Yeah, that's the thing. It's more fast-paced in a bigger city, chat. The streets, like, the traffic is like how the life is in a bigger city. You know, when I would go home, I would be, like, relieved, you know what I mean? All my amenities are in place. I'm fine. I'm breathing. It's, you know, I would be at peace. It was really that different. But yeah, big cities, I don't know. There's cool stuff too. Like, I used to go downtown to Eaton Center, to this big 5-story. It's got 5 stories, chat, this mall. And, you know, like, where I come from, they don't even have, like, they don't have half the malls of that ever. You know, like, I remember another mall in Woodbine had a Ferris wheel inside of it. You know what I mean, chat? A Ferris wheel inside of a mall. What's up, Raymond? Welcome back. What are my teams? Okay, so I was always a San Francisco 49er fan growing up. I was a big Joe Montana, Steve Young, Jerry Rice, of course. That was my team. And it's funny because my dad loves the, you know, Dallas Cowboys. That's his favorite team. So we're at odds forever. What's your favorite team, kid? And growing up, I was a big Phoenix Suns fan. I really liked, like, Kevin Johnson, and, like, I didn't mind Barkley. I wasn't a huge Barkley fan. Like, he was cool or whatever, but, like, I was more like, I just liked the Suns. I don't know why, man. I think it was because everybody liked the Bulls. You know, when I was young, if you didn't like the Bulls, like, you were like me. I think I was just one of these people who wanted to be different. Hey, Shadow. Welcome back. How are you doing? 7 million stuffed in that little state. There you go. That's big, bro. I didn't realize that you had that many in that state. I had no idea. Celtics, Commanders, Dolphins fan. Okay, fair. You know, most of my friends who are Dolphins fans, or people I know who are Dolphins fans, are a little bit older, right? Because it's the Dan Marino kind of, you know. Dan Marino was best, chat. If he had a team, he would have been, you know, he would have been huge. Eagles fan, that's cool. Yeah, I saw the Commanders play, actually, guys, and I saw them play versus the Eagles, believe it or not. That's cool. Eagles fans are one of a kind. I can tell you from firsthand experience. Like I said, I saw a Monday night game in Virginia or West Virginia, one of the two. I should really figure that out. I think it was Virginia, but anyways, I saw a Monday night game there, and you know, they're cool. They're awesome, but they are definitely a one of a kind fan, chat. They are one of a kind. Especially when you got like the Commanders, because they had a little rivalry thing going. I don't remember seeing a fight at that one. I pretty much every football game I went to, chat live, whether I was in Buffalo, whether I was in Michigan, whether I was in Cincinnati or Virginia, I'm pretty sure I saw a fight in every single one except for Virginia, maybe. But maybe I did. I just can't recall. Where is that, Leandro? Cute capybara. Thanks, Shadow. I appreciate it. Hey, I'm getting there, bro. I'm happy whenever I hit that. That's not like it's, you know, I don't care if it's today, tomorrow, a year from now. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's really about like how many people like you get exposed to, and like if you kind of get lucky too, people kind of see you. And I've had some people play games with me and they didn't even sub to me. So it's like, who knows? Who knows, chat? You really don't know what's gonna happen. You forget? Okay. I don't think you can have those as a pet. That'd be pretty funny. That'll be the next thing, chat. You know, people have like this or that. You know, they have like eagles. Hello again, Ruthless. How art thou? But yeah, to be honest, I was always a big Celtics fan, just because of Larry Bird, to be honest. And they also had, I believe they had that guy Rose. He passed away real early, man. Like, he was an awesome player. But you know, I was raised Catholic, so you know, if you're Catholic, you kind of just root for the Celtics, don't you? I think. Like a baby one. It's gonna grow up eventually, though. That thing's got teeth. Like, imagine that thing biting you, bro. Hawk, check out my short. Tell me what you think of my black paint job. It's dark like me. It's fitting. You doing good, Ruthless? Attaboy, attaboy. I got you. Yeah, no, I know. Everybody thinks we say a boot. I used to get that all the time in video games. Basically, every American was like, wait, where are you from? Canada? It's like, oh, what did I say about? Yeah, you said a boot. And I'm like, did I say about? A boot. Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, Pak the cat, I know. Like, honestly, the Boston accent, hearing anybody from Boston talk about anybody else's quote-unquote accent, unless, bro, the only place from Canada that anybody can talk about is Newfoundland. Like, if you want to talk smack about that, I totally agree with you. Like, just, that's common sense, guys. And most of you guys haven't heard that. If you have never heard these fishermen from out there, oh, no, yo, boy, oh, like, I have no idea what they're saying, bro. It's English, but it's just so far out there. They spent way too much time on a boat, bro. They've been rowing their whole life out in the Atlantic drinking the water or something. But they're the nicest people you'll ever meet, though, by the way. Like, they are... My cousin lives out there, and he says everybody leaves their door open, bro. And it's like an open door policy. Like, come on in, drink some beer. Alright, Shadow, thanks for coming in. Berserk got a hour download? That sucks. But at least you got it now. At least you got it. But yeah, the States is interesting, guys, because you guys have the most accents, I think, out of any country possible. You know, like, if you travel from the East, you know, even if you go to, like, Ohio, my cousins, aunts, and uncles and stuff, they'd be like, Are you bad? Are you mad? Are you sad? Like, they accentuate those A's as though there's like about 6 of them in there, bro. And to be honest, like the most of their accent and speech is just normal. Other than that, that's all I noticed. But like, you know, you got the California surfer dudes, and then, you know, Southern folk, of course. And Southern folk, I have a buddy from Texas. He's got 0 accent. Okay, 0. And then I got another one, and he's like the twangiest. How y'all doing? You know what I mean? And they're literally both from Houston, bro. It's not like they're from different cities. Well, this guy's from this city. No, they're both from Houston. I think some people just put it on, you know? And I mean, it's who you're around. So like, I guess if your family talks like that, like, I see some people, their family has like an English or Scottish accent, and they adapted it. But yeah, down south can be a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy in the accents. But you know, it's funny, chat. Ultimately, if you don't know this, each place does that kind of to differentiate itself from other places. You know, and like, it's weird that you think, oh, a state is versus a state, but like Ohio and Michigan don't like each other. Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana. Well, there's tons of them, bro. Georgia. Some people in Florida, you get some people in Florida, they sound like kind of any normal, like, you know, like not New Yorker, let's say, but like, I don't know, somebody from the Midwest, let's say, that has like 0 accent to me. You know, Iowa. My buddy from Iowa really doesn't have much of an accent. He's a cowboy too, but he just kind of talks like normal, right? But I see that in Florida. You get like these like northern kind of like whatever, and then like my cousin lives in Tampa, so yeah, it's like, talk to her and I'm just like talking to like everybody else, but then I hear some people from Florida, I'm like, that's Florida, northern Florida, okay. Another one too is like, I feel like the Carolinas can be like nothing or kind of a heavy accent as well. Oh really, a lot of people moved there from Florida? Oh, a lot of people from up here moved to Florida. Oh, okay. Well, probably the weather, bro. I think Louisiana, honestly, chat, would be a really cool state to visit. I've always wanted to see, like, not a big seafood guy, but I've always wanted to go down to, like, I don't know, just see that place. It's kind of cool. They got some good music. I feel like the vibes would be cool in Louisiana. The people seem like really genuine, really down to earth. Those are my type of people. I'm not like, I could go to New York, chat, but I wouldn't really fit in. Like, that's not my style. Very blue state, yeah. Thanks, Dueno. So, like, my sis has actually been there, and you know, she really liked that place, Hawk. She really liked that place, but I mean, she was like going to a bunch of those schools and stuff like that to do like some, I don't know, like a little bit of lecturing and like different things like that. But yeah, you guys have the best schools, man. You guys have the top schools in the world. What do you got? Yale. You got Harvard, of course. Stanford, right? So yeah, all those aforementioned, she's visited them all, chat, believe it or not. She is that affluent. And then there's me. Imagine, eh? Night and day. Night and day. But thank you, Dueno. You're the best. Listen, guys, Dueno is the best ever. He literally recommends me all the time. And he has a channel as well. So make sure you guys sub to him and check him out when he's live. Super cool gamer. He's always doing something different. You never know what game he's going to be playing. He's a VR gamer. Super entertaining too. I enjoy just listening to him, or like how he's just interacting with these games. I think I need to get VR, guys, because every time I watch him, I'm like, this looks so cool. I want to like do something, you know what I mean? As always, shares me on the community tab. Thank you so much, good sir. But yeah, Hawk, I totally understand what you mean by a very blue state, because she told me she's been all around the world, chat. She has been to like Hawaii and all these expensive places, London, England, Paris, France, you name it, she's been there. But she said that Boston had that old money. That's what she told me. She was like, there is a ton of money there. It's very old money. You know, you've got those vineyards and such, Martha's Vineyards, like just crazy Kennedy money, you know? That's all you need to do, Hawk. I was in the same situation. I did get my high school diploma, chat. It was only because my dad was encouraging me. I wouldn't call myself a high school dropout. I just didn't care enough about school when I had the opportunity, unfortunately. I had way too much other fun stuff to do, and I was a fool. But I did end up getting my my diploma, which is cool. But yeah, that's great that you did that, Hawk. And honestly, with a trade, it's like me and you have talked. Like, listen, young people, you're either going to go and do something in college or university, or you're probably going to, you know, get a trade and do something and make good money and you'll be happy. Or you're going to, you know, go to a 9-to-5, be flipping burgers or whatever you want to call it. It doesn't matter. All of them suck. The money sucks. You will have no passion. You won't enjoy your day. And yeah. Yeah, definitely Kid Chaos, for sure. Pardon me. Oh, Mass is the most expensive state to live in? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not at all surprised, because, you know, those education opportunities are all there. Not to mention, like you were saying, the high population. Anytime when you have that high density of population, you're going to have a lot of income and expendable income, and then also they charge you out the butt for everything. Food, rent. Gas is more expensive, chat. When I go to Toronto, gas is like 20, 30, 40 cents more a liter. And that's times 4 for a gallon. So it's like, you know, $1.60 more a gallon, chat. Just to transfer it, because I know a lot of you are like, what are you talking about, Imperial Canadian? I'll put it in metric for you. Honestly, a trade, you can't go wrong, chat. It's easy. You need a lot of hours, but you get paid as you do it, and they pay you well. And it's not that hard, man. Honestly, skilled trades are not, it doesn't take a genius to figure out electrical or plumbing, and they're great money, bro. You know, HVAC, great money. There's lots of things that you can do that are great money. Yeah, it's probably like the area, the particular area in that, because, like, you know, it's almost like, for example, this, right? They said a long time ago, the city that I was living in at the time, the average income, like, per household, per person was like 72,000, let's say. But like, there was a ton of people, obviously, let's say on welfare, disability, whatever, right? They're not making that much at all. But then obviously there's a ton of people on the other end, chat, that are making like over 200K, that kind of equal it out. Yeah, $2.79 a gallon is really, really good. In my opinion, you may disagree, but just based off Canada, that's what I'm going to compare it to, right? $2.79 is actually very, very good, even compared to Michigan, to be honest with you. When I was in Michigan, it was around $3.20 a gallon. But for Canada, believe it or not, chat, it is around $1.40 usually a liter. So you can multiply that by 4, of course, you know, and you get around almost $6. Now, your American money would go a lot further, of course, because it's 30 cents more powerful on the dollar. But still, you guys would be better off getting gas in America. It's much, much cheaper. Ruthless, you're the best. Alright, chat, as promised, it's 4:01. I'm all 1 minute late. I want to stick to my word. I'm going to switch over, guys, so if you guys want to join me on Fortnite, I will be on there right now. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. There's actually quite a few individuals in.